Hello, welcome to Step Ahead with Ernie Rivera. I am your host, Ernie Rivera, and I am a white belt. Let's talk about that, shall we? Now, friends and family, what exactly is a white belt? Well, a white belt would typically be considered a beginner at martial arts. And I am currently a white belt, so some of my friends and family out there might be surprised because you know that I've been practicing here and there on and off for many, many years now. If we want to get technical, I believe it starts in the year 1984, of which I was not yet born. But it starts with 1984, and that is because that was the year of the Karate Kid. That is right, the story of Daniel Crane Kick LaRusso beating Johnny Lawrence in the last round of the All Valley tournament. Well, even though I wasn't born yet, I was born a little bit afterwards, and I grew up watching these movies: Karate Kid 1, 2, 3, all brilliant in my mind. I don't know why I love them so much, but I do. And I think at the bottom of it's about the story of the relationship between Miyagi and Daniel. This kind of father-son relationship. You know, the kid's having a hard time, and all of a sudden this stranger comes out of nowhere with completely good intentions, just to help him out, help him progress, get to the next level, and get him to a place where he can help himself. And I really liked that. It really resonated with me. I did start taking karate a little bit when I took like a couple of lessons when I was like 7 or whatever. My mom took me to a place where we had a few lessons, and that was about it for many, many years. Skip ahead in time. I think we're in 2005, and that sounds about right. 2005, and we are watching Avatar: The Last Airbender, the most amazing martial arts cartoon of all times. Well, it's certainly up there. It's there. You know, now that I think about it, there's so many great ones, but that is one of the very tops, absolutely, in my mind. Um, and in this imaginary world, you have people who can manipulate each element by doing different types of kung fu. So I really wanted to learn kung fu, and I was serious about this time. I was a little older now, and I was ready to get into it. So I wanted to learn Northern Shaolin Kung Fu because I wanted to be a firebender. I really related to Zuko, the Fire Prince, and so I looked for a place, and I know basically nothing about martial arts or the community or the world or how to find lessons at this point. So I started Googling stuff, the best thing, the best places I could find, and I came across this place that taught Kempo. And Kempo, for those of you who don't know, it's an interesting martial art. There are certain I think Chinese influences, but at the most part, I would equate it more to like it seems more karate-ish to me. This is in any case, this was an American Kempo place, and I take lessons there for a while, for a good long while this time, and I advance in belts and belts and belts, and that means I'm advancing in rank, and I was happy with myself. I was happy with my progress, but the establishment itself, it seemed like it wasn't for me. It seemed more of a commercial space, trying to get as much students in there as possible, which is always a good thing, but it seemed like it was missing something. This location just wasn't for me, and that's okay. Part of the process is finding a place you resonate with. So after that, I'm like, no, I really need to learn Shaolin Kung Fu. I really need to learn Shaolin Kung Fu. So I start Googling again, and I find what I can. And I found a man who was teaching in Los Angeles. He was teaching Northern Shaolin Kung Fu, and I was ecstatic. It was amazing. And I learned there for quite some time. Now, here's the thing about belts and why I am a white belt today. Because belts really, they're not universal. They only apply to the dojo you're in mainly, and that's only to show your instructor more or less where you're at, so they can remember easier. So that and it's a little incentive for you to work a little harder, so that so yeah, I mean that's really the only reason to have belts. So when I was training Northern Shaolin Kung Fu in Los Angeles, it was more traditional Chinese Kung Fu, and so no belts were used. You just show up every day and you do the practice. And I was there a good long while as well, and I feel like I learned a lot of very useful tools, tricks, and skills. But it was problematic. It was problematic because it was a great distance I had to drive, because I didn't always have the money for the lessons, and it started to become exceptionally challenging to make it there. And so I eventually had stopped going to that location, and then life got in the way. I tried to have my careers here and there. I was in acting for a good long time. I was an engineering student for a good long time, and I'm still doing both of those. So don't get me wrong. But my point is, life got in the way. You have family obligations. You have this. You have that. You get older. Priorities change. But I have had a couple of issues recently that have me rethinking some stuff. And part of the rethinking is I really wanted to get healthier. And so many years after my last martial arts lesson in Shaolin Kung Fu, I start taking a new martial art, which is Okinawan Goju Ryu Karate. And like I said, belts are not transferable, and really they're only there to give you a little incentive and really to help the instructor know more or less what forms you know. And so I entered a new place after an exceptionally extended hiatus, let's call it. And I start all over as a beginner. And that's okay, it's okay. The point is not to have the high rank. Really, when you're interested in anything, you're always going to move forward, move back, move forward, move back. Hopefully you keep moving forward overall. But the point is not to have rank or status. The point is to keep the skill set you've developed. And I have. While I am considered beginner rank in my new place, I have all the basic movements down. I move very well. I'm doing exceptionally well, and I'm only able to do that because of my history. Even though it's been many years, I still continued the path in my own way, and here I am now, like I said, a beginner again, and I'm very happy to be a beginner because it means that I'm involved again, and that's the most important thing, to get involved again, to be a part of something. And it's really amazing to be a part of something again, to interact with like-minded people, and just to work on yourself for the betterment of yourself, for the development of yourself each and every day. That's really what it's about to me. Friends and family, I have a little bit more to say on the topic, but at this time I would appreciate it if you press that like button, press the subscribe button. It really means a lot to me. Press that notification bell. It really helps me out. It helps me out to build my channel, which is super important to me. So I really appreciate it, and I thank you so much. So, closing thoughts. I posted something on my Facebook earlier today, and I believe it went something along the lines of this. The best trait to have is the ability to put one foot in front of the other, no matter how slowly. That was something I had just posted earlier, and I think it kind of fits the episode I'm doing today. And I have one more thing to say. It's an old Chinese proverb. So when people tell you, it can't be done, don't waste your time, why are you doing this, you haven't done it in a long time, you should just quit, go back to it. If you love it, go back to it. Just go back to it. Do it, even if it's a little bit at a time. Just do it. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. And and so in closing thoughts, my closing thoughts, there was a Chinese proverb that the man who says it's impossible should not interrupt the man who's doing it. The man who says it's impossible should not interrupt the man who's doing it. You can do it. If that's what you want to do, you can do it. You can find a way. So I'm asking you to find a way to just make a better life for yourself each and every day, and eventually I think it'll spread to those around you, and that's what it's all about. So thank you very much, guys. I hope you had a great day. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. I love you all. Take care, friends and family. Bye.